My name is Aaron, and I grew up in the world of metal. In fact, it's the only thing I ever really cared about in terms of music. But you know what, recently, I've wanted something a little bit different. Well, welcome back everybody. I hope that you're excited because we are going on a trip. We're going on a trip to the magic shop. I felt like that I had to do this. This is just one that was really highly recommended. So I had to see what all the buzz was about. And sorry for the crazy hair that's in the air and my hair gets fluffy. So anyway, let's check it out, shall we?
진심을 말해줘 결국 다 흩어질러 돌아오니까 힘을 내란 뻔한 말 안 하자는 거야 난 내길 들려줄게 내가 뭐랬어 이 길을 거랬잖아 믿지 못했어 이길 수 있을까 이 기적 아닌 기적을 우리가 만든 걸까 난 여기 있었고 네가 내게 다가와준 거야 I do believe you galaxy 듣고 싶은 너의 멜로디 널 은하수의 별들은 너의 하늘이 과연 어떻게 숨을지 나처럼 한 끝에 결국 내가 널 찾았음을 잊지 마넌 절벽 끝에 서있던 내 마지막이야 내가 날기 싫은 날 영영 사라지고 싶은 날 문을 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 닿아 그 문을 열고 들어가면 이곳이 기다릴 거야 믿어도 괜찮아 널 위로해줘 Let's go 따뜻한 잔잔을 마시며 저 은하수를 올려다보며 넌 괜찮을 거야 여긴 magic shop So show me So show me So show me 여긴 장미꽃처럼 난이 땐 벚꽃처럼 지어된 나팔꽃처럼 아름다운 그 순간처럼 항상 최고가 되고 싶어 그래서 조금 패권을 초조했어 남들과 비교한 일상이 돼버린 거북이었던 내 욕심이 되는 억제고도 먹줄이 됐어 그런데 말야 돌이켜보면 사실은 말야 나 최고가 되고 싶었던 것이 아닌 것만 같아 위로와 감동이 되고 싶었었던 나 그대의 슬픔 아픔 걷어가고 싶었던 나 내가 날기 싫은 날 영영 사라지고 싶은 날 문을 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 닿아 그 문을 열고 들어가면 이곳이 기다릴 거야 믿어도 괜찮아 여러분 더 크게 따라 불러봅시다 Let's go Put your hands in the air Let's go 따뜻한 찬잔을 마시며 저 은하수를 올려다보며 넌 괜찮을 거야 여긴 magic shop Say So show me So show me So show me Show you Show you 너도 못한 곁에 두려웠다면 믿어줄래 모든 심들이 남은 시간들이 너의 모든 답은 네가 찾아낸 이곳에 너의 나수에 너의 Hands up, You give me the best of me, so you give you the best of you. 난 찾아냈잖아, 알아줬잖아. You give me the best of me, so you give you the best of you. 난 찾아낼 거야. 네 안에 있는 갤럭시. So show me, I'll show you. So show me. 사랑해요. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that was actually really cool. This is definitely a song to kind of give motivation and comfort to. I think I'd like to actually start with just the very first line right here, actually, in all honesty.
진심을 말해줘 결국 다 흩어질러 돌아오니까 힘을 내란 뻔한 말 안 하자는 거야 난 내 길 들려줄게
So that right there to me is actually really cool because of the fact of the matter is that this line right here, this kind of goes to show you how aware they are of things. Because everybody and anybody can honestly say like, hey, like, you can do it. I know you can do it. You're strong enough to do this. You can get through anything. But you know what? Sometimes we don't always feel like that. And then I like this follow-up.
내가 뭐랬어 이길 거랬잖아 믿지 못했어 이길 수 있을까 이 기적 아닌 기적을 우리가
The miracle is that it isn't a miracle. Like, basically to me, this is him saying, I knew that you were going to make it anyway, and that's not the miracle. And I think at this point, I think this is, to me, what's really cool about this is that instead of him saying like, look, I believed in you all along. I knew that you would actually be able to go through this. I'm glad we were able to give you comfort for it. And then basically it's, I want to hear your story.
듣고 싶은 너의 멜로디 널 은하수의 별들은 너의 하늘이 과연 어떻게 숨을지 나처럼 한 끝을 결국 내가 널 찾았음을 잊지 마넌 절벽 끝에 서있던 내 마지막이야 내가 날기 싫은 날 영영 사라지고 싶은 날 문을 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 다
So this is actually something I've heard a little while ago. There are some people that apparently have this thought process where they can handle situations because they have basically like an extra way to think of like that they can go into a like room in their mind and be able to like escape it or like deal with it. And I think that they're kind of using that but like on an emotional level rather than like a intellectual level, I guess, and kind of like doing a parameter of how to, you know, deal with things that are tough. First off, awesome note. Second off, I think that that's really kind of what I was just saying a little bit, actually. It's okay to believe is actually a bit of a weird thing to say because I think a lot of us and a lot of people don't think that it's ever possible to believe. So I think that kind of saying that is kind of a nice reaffirmation.
Let's go.
I don't know why, but this particular moment right here almost is like them kind of like, okay, I want to see your progress. Show me what you have been able to do. Because it's one thing to be able to say, like, I believe in you, and it's another thing to say, like, you felt comforted by, like, whatever the words were or, like, whatever the song was. But this is almost them saying, like, I want you to show me that you are progressing. At least that's what I kind of pulled from it.
So show me. 난이 땐 벚꽃처럼 질 땐 나팔꽃처럼 아름다운 그 순간처럼 에이, 항상 최고가 되고 싶어. 그래서 조금 태권을 초조했어. 남들과 비교한 일상이 돼버린 거북이었던 내 욕심 되는 억제고도 먹줄이 됐어.
I kind of want to talk about that for a second because I feel like that is not an uncommon thing to think. I think a lot of us actually always want the end results. We are all kind of impatient, and I think that's actually a fair and pretty normal thing to think about. It's just that, all of us want to be able to be the best at this, the best at that. Want to be able to go through this and be able to go through that and then not have to really deal with it, see what the end product is, but you kind of need to go through it. And he's kind of explaining that he went through that too.
그런데 말야 돌이켜보면 사실은 말야 나 최고가 되고 싶었던 것이 아닌 것만 같아 위로와 감동이 되고 싶었었던 나 그대의 슬픔 아픔 걷어가고 싶었던 나
I think that's another interesting thing is a lot of times we expect like one thing, but by the end of it we almost always change. I'll give you a little bit of an embarrassing example of that. When I was 14 years old or so, for many years, for a little bit anyway, I took kendo, and I was convinced that my goal and mission in my life was to be the best swordsman ever. And well, I'm not. And I don't think I'll ever be able to claim that I was ever going to be. And in fact, I don't generally practice so much anymore, and actually ever. But, all our goals change, and I think that that's a standard, normal thing for people, and it's not something to look down on or feel bad about.
그 문을 열고 들어가면 이곳이 기다릴 거야 믿어도 괜찮아 여러분 더 크게 따라 불러봅시다 Let's go Put your hands in the air Let's go 따뜻한 찬잔을 마시며 저 하늘색을 올려다보며 넌 괜찮을 거야 여긴 매직 샷 Say So show me So show me So show me Show you Show you 나도 못하게 다 두려웠다면 믿어줄래 모든 심들이 남은 시간들이 너의 모든 답은 네가 찾아낸 이곳에 너의 나수에 너의 Let's go Hands up
Okay, a little bit of a technical standpoint right here. I want to bring your attention to one thing, and that is understanding your instrument, which is your voice. Watch right here. Watch right here. Oh, what are they all doing? They all stand. They all stand. All of them are standing, and then we get this. For those of you who don't know, the easiest way to sing is definitely standing up. In fact, if you actually remember, if you have watched it, I actually did a reaction to a Dreamcatcher song where they did the whole thing sitting down. And I could honestly say that it kind of affected their performance. And BTS here was not going to take that risk. Now, I have actually heard another version since then where they did sing it standing up, and obviously it's a lot easier. It's because it just kind of compacts and it makes your instrument harder to be able to perform with. So standing up is absolutely a key moment right here to hit those higher notes where you require your diaphragm a little bit more. Stage awareness is a very key thing. But in any case, I think that's probably about all I think I have to cover. And I think that this song was a lot of fun. And I think that this is also one of those songs that you can go back and listen to when you're feeling down. It's a great song to feel better when you are absolutely just feeling like you have a terrible day. So, in any case, let me know what y'all think about this. This is actually pretty sweet, I thought. I really liked this song. It did remind me a little bit of 0 o'clock. But I think that this stage performance, in a lot of senses, I really liked it as well. The other one felt a little bit more dramatic and a little bit like more on like how to deal with it, and this is more like a comforting kind of song, and I think that that's kind of nice. I think you could definitely use both of them almost sequentially to kind of help with those emotions. So yeah, anyway, let me know what y'all think, and we will see you for the next one. Oh yeah, that's really cool.